y'all see me? Nah. Let's turn it on. What's up, y'all? It's Flo Essencee. How are you doing? Thank you guys for joining me. Oh, let me brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I try to give y'all a little bit of a feel, a little bit of a holiday Christmas vibe. What's up, Yahoo? Thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to get logged in. Thank you guys for joining. I hope y'all love the ambiance that we are giving. My name is Flo Essencee, and I'm the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment, and I can't wait to get started. So please send this live to anybody that you know, anyone that you know who needs to know about making great connections and building great connections in media. Send this live to them right now, okay? Send it to them. What's today? Tuesday? They need it. They need it. Send this live to at least 5 people that you love if you know that you want them to truly build great connections, learn how to build great connections, and learn how to get their content in the hands of those media and those journalists that you dream of, all right? I'm going to give y'all about 4 minutes to do so. 4 minutes. 5 of your favorite people. 5. Are y'all loving the ambiance? Okay? If y'all stick around to the end, I'll tell you guys the details on how this ambiance came about, because I can't give myself the credit. It's not me at all, but I want to get y'all plugged in. I have so many resources, so many dope things to share with you guys that I want everyone to make sure that they can be a part of this, okay? So, like I said, send it to about 5, 6 people, okay? We in here. I'm going to turn it a little bit so y'all can see the little car. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm impressed about this car. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so cute. Target. Alright. If y'all see me looking to the left, it's just because I want to make sure that I'm hitting all my points, making sure that I'm giving y'all the goods. As the live gets started, I know that oftentimes we do have questions. If you do have any questions at all, please just hit the question mark box at the bottom, and I'll be sure to make sure that I get to your question. Hey, everybody joining. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to DC Now Events. My name is Flo Essencee. I'm the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment, and I'm ready to get started. 3 more minutes. Send it to 5 people that you love, that you know need some gems in terms of building great connections in media and with media. Nels, I appreciate it. I told you, look, I told you we did it. We did it. So I have my own studio at home, and so I have the leisure to be able to create what kind of scene I want to be in. I mean, I could be at the beach if I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the beach real quick. And, you know, in the middle of the winter, I can do it if I want to. So that's the beauty about just media and being able to create different things. You can create whatever scene, whatever vibe, whatever you want. Media has so much power. They have the power to create your story, to give your story life, to not give your story any life, to destroy your story. We've seen many times where media does the opposite on what people want it to truly do. And so media is so powerful. And that's why this live, I'm so excited, because it's so important that we get you this great information so you can use this, take this back to your business and pitch the right way. So what time we got? We got about 1 more minute, y'all. I hope y'all sent it to 5 people that you love. Because, you know, it's one of those things where, like, once it happened, it happened. It's like, nah, we're gonna play the replay. I'm just playing with y'all. We're gonna have the replay. All right, 1 more minute, y'all. Yep. 1 more minute. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Thank you guys for joining us. Shout out to DC Now Events. They are awesome, doing amazing things in the community. This COVID-19 relief is just amazing opportunity for business owners like myself to be able to literally drop gems and give it to you all. So I'm super excited. All right, y'all. It's go time. It was the last minute. So what's up, everybody? My name is Flo Essencee. I am the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment, which is a media and production company catered to uncovering the hidden truth behind your success. So what does that mean? My company specializes in uncovering that hidden truth. So those voiceless people who have a problem, maybe speaking or too afraid to speak for themselves, we work to bring those stories to life. And so I have a team of people. We do a lot of events. We do media coverage. We do a lot of interviews. We do red carpet events. We do a host of different things. We do rebranding. We do logos. We do photography, videography. The list goes on to what we do. We do a full spectrum of services. So please, if you ever need anything, please come holler at me. Nails, DC Now Events, thank you guys so much for this opportunity. But I'm ready to get started. So today's topic is building great connections with media. So as I kind of spoke about earlier, building great connections with media is so important because, like we know, media has the power to make or break you, literally. That top story can make you go from here to here or from here to here in any given situation. And so understanding media, understanding how you speak to media, how you address media is so important. So as for me, like I said, my name is Flo Essencee. I started my own radio show almost 5 years ago. I was on RIP Radio Network, and it was internet radio, and we had so much success our first 2 years. I mean, we were nominated for so many awards, so many great positive things that we did in the community with the radio show. And so after the radio show ended, or that time ended, we then launched our own media production company. And so now, Go With The Flow, what we do is we cater to literally events. We cater to people. We cater to your story. We cater to really finding out what it is that you do. And so as we've been doing a lot of event and media coverage, oftentimes there are companies who, reach out to us about possibly covering their event. So as media, when I get that email or I get that DM that comes in about me wanting to cover the event, there's a couple of things that I think about when it comes to accepting whether or not I'm going to take on this event. So one of the target things that I talked about that I'm going to speak on today is knowing the outlet you are targeting. So what do I mean by that? Make a hit list. Make a list of potential outlets that you want to reach out to. So I'm going to give you a great example. Right now, I am producing a docuseries. I recently got married, and over the last 15 months of my engagement, I took this opportunity to literally record the entire process. So as I've been doing that, of course, I want media to cover, my docuseries. I know it's kind of weird, like media, pitching to media. Yeah, it's a thing, and it's something that I wanted for my own show. And so when it came to actually reaching out and knowing which outlets I wanted to actually cover my docuseries, I had to make a list. I made a list of all the potential outlets that I knew I wanted to reach out to. And so they were all pertaining to what? Wedding. So anything pertaining to wedding, engagement, love, Black love, anything pertaining to that, that was kind of what I was searching in order to figure out which outlets I wanted to reach out to when it came to the docuseries. So when it comes to you, whatever project you're doing, whatever event you're having, you want to first start to research the type of bloggers, writers, or journalists that are in the field that you're actually talking to. I can't tell you, the worst thing to get is an email when your brand is clearly about one thing and you get something completely left. For example, Go With The Flow Entertainment is based on music, media, and mental health. Those are our 3 M's that we tend to cater to, interview about, and talk about. If I get an email to cover an event that is about sports, there's a good chance I might not cover it. It doesn't matter who will be there. It doesn't matter how great this event will be. It doesn't align with my brand. It doesn't align with the stories that I cover. So while the other person on the other end may feel like, oh my goodness, this brand never reached out to me, or this journalist never responded to my email, It might not be that they don't like your idea or what you're doing. It just may not be a great fit. So it's really, really important that when you're doing your research, you're researching the brands and the outlets that are literally aligned with exactly what you're doing. And then, in the same breath, you want to figure out what they're interested in. Figure out what kind of stories they like to tell, what kind of stories they like to write about. For example, someone may like to be a wedding blogger, but maybe they like to write about those stories that are drama-filled, that are filled with ups and downs and twists and turns. Maybe they're not really interested in the love, and the story you want to tell is a love story. So that means that brand, once again, or that outlet may not be a good fit for you. So in your research process, these are what the things that you can do to really eliminate your odds to make sure that you have a better outcome than not. Then, what we always want to do, and this is the part that I'm going to harp on really heavily, is be authentic. Once again, I can tell an email that I received if it's an email that was literally generic, meaning you went through the trouble, you created your template on the email that you wanted to pitch to these different people and these different outlets, but all you do is literally copy the template and you change the heading each time. It's very obvious when it's someone who you know that you haven't even taken any interest into this blogger, into this writer, and you want them to cover your story. Do you know them? Do you know what they're about? Do you know what kind of stories they like to cover? Do you know the things that they like to write on? Do you know their lead time? Do you know how long they take to write about a story? Do you see that when they write a story, all of a sudden the event is open and it's literally, it's written about in the next 3 days? Or do you think that they get a pitch or a heads up about this event before they write about it? Those things are so, so important. And so when I talk about being authentic, I mean taking the time to literally look at this writer, this blogger, and say, when you reach out to them in this email and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I just created this project that I'm really passionate about, and I've never done it before, honestly. But I know that what I did is so good, and I really would love if you could take a second to take a look at it. I have this stats, and I know it can do this, and I know it can do this. If you be authentic, we can feel and read authentic through your paper. And I promise you that journalist, that person, will probably be more inclined to do it. Why? I'm going to tell you exactly why authenticity is so important. Being a journalist, a blogger, a writer, you have to love it. The person who's doing it, an interviewer, you have to love what you do, because honestly, you don't really get paid much for it. You don't. People who are writers, interviewers, journalists, all these people in media that you see that are telling these big top stories, a lot of them don't get paid that much. And so people are doing you a favor, honestly. They're doing you a service to put your content on their page, on their website, for them to take the time to come to your event, to write about your event, to sit there and cover and take photography and do event coverage, whatever the case may be that they are doing for you. It is literally out of the kindness of their heart, and it's literally because they feel just as passionate about whatever you're talking about as well, that they want to tell this story in your vision, in your light. You've sold it to them in such a way that they are now in it with you, and they want to tell this story just as good, because we understand, as journalists and media, we understand the importance of telling the real, true story. And honestly, as a black journalist and as a black interviewer, I understand about getting our true, real stories out there. That is big for me. Big. And I know that any other writer or journalist who has any type of integrity in what they do, that is important to them too. And so you coming to them literally with that realness, being authentic in who you are, will literally get you that reply back. We feel it, we see it, we read it, and that stuff is so important. It's also important to be persistent, right? Now, don't be annoying though. That means don't email 3 times a day. Understand that people are sending them pitches, events all the time. People are looking for literally print to write about their stories all the time. The best thing that anyone wants for themselves is to be able to Google and see an article, a newsletter, a journal entry, something with their brand in it. That means that your brand is now a credible source. It is now credible because someone has taken the time to write. And so because we understand that, it is so important that you email probably once every 3 to 4 days, to see if you get a response. If you didn't get a response after the third time, I would just say, give it up. Maybe they decide that they don't want to go that route. But also in your third response, I will also say to them, hey, I understand that you may have not taken interest into this story. Is there anything that I could do to make this more appealing to you or anyone else in the future? I promise you. Another thing that people love to do is give good game. People love to give advice. People love to help people, because even though that's their profession and that's what they love, that doesn't mean that they're not willing to help you and give you what you're looking for as well, or what you need, or pass you on to someone else who may be, a better fit for your story. So I wouldn't be afraid to ask a question. If you're going to be persistent, if you're going to keep going at this particular writer or outlet, I would then, after the third time, change your approach and ask a different question, like, what am I doing that really could be missed out of this? Another thing about being authentic, I'm telling you, when it came to my me doing my docuseries, which is called Amadi Coming Soon, when it came to me pitching to different places about our docuseries or about getting it written about or published, it was very authentic. Honestly, this is an area that I've never been in. I've never been married before. I've never been engaged before. And so everything that I was doing in this field was very real, was very new, was very authentic. And so when I pitched to these different places, they understood that. They knew that. And so they were so captivated by the story that they authentically took it. They could feel it, and it was like a no-brainer. And so I learned, even in my own experiences, one, as a media representative, I know what I receive and how I feel about it, but also being on the other side, I see exactly how me being true to who I am got me in the door in a lot of places where it may have not for other people if they didn't do it that same exact way. All right. The last point that I wanted to touch on was understanding that every outlet is not the same. This is so big. Now, as you guys know, we have so many different outlets. Even in the DMV, there are so many different media outlets that I can think of and call on. We know we have like magazines, Essence Magazine, we have HuffPost, we have Black Enterprise, we have so many different publications and things and outlets that people use. And knowing that every outlet is not the same is so important when it comes to, once again, pitching that event or that idea. So every outlet is truly not going to take on what you do because of different reasons, right? Some outlets may not be able to take on that story at this time. Some outlets may only take on 2 stories a month, 3 stories a month, 1 story a month, depending on their workload. So I would take time researching to see, okay, this particular outlet probably takes about 2 months in between each story. I don't see them posting stories every day. So maybe they don't really get too many. Sorry about that. I hope you guys are still with me. As I was saying, sorry guys, for those of you guys who are just joining us, my name is Flo Essencee. I'm the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment. We are a media and production company, and I am in the process of dropping some gems about the importance of making those authentic relationships with media. So the last point that I was touching on, which is understanding every outlet is not the same, is there are often times where you may feel like there's an outlet that you may want to go to because this particular outlet gets a lot of hits, a lot of traffic, a lot of people know about this particular outlet. The same way that you address this outlet and you pitch this outlet, this next outlet may not respond the same way. So you have to do your research to understand exactly how their I would say not their business, but more so their outlet is formed, right? So this is what you would do. Go on their website. See how often they actually publish stories. If you see this outlet is only publishing stories once a month, that means that they're probably really scrutinizing exactly which stories make the cut for that 1 month. If you're having an event that's going to happen in 3 days, you probably shouldn't reach out to that outlet because you're probably not going to be able to get your story on that platform. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, maybe it won't be in time. And so that doesn't sound like it would be the outlet that would be great for you. But maybe another outlet where you see that they're posting multiple stories a day from different writers or different contributors on the particular outlet, that might be a better outlet for you to reach out to, because that particular outlet is going to be able to provide you with a lot of different chances on being able to get your story out there. So if you guys have any questions, there is a questions icon at the bottom of the live, so please ask your questions there. I do see a question here, so let me go ahead and get to it. So one question is, what are some best researching approach to find a media outlet to contact? That is a great question. Great question. So one of the best approaches to finding a media outlet to contact is basically, honestly, Instagram, the internet. The internet is literally our best friend. What I would honestly recommend is going on Instagram and going to hashtags and hashtagging media. Oftentimes, a lot of us who are in business, or a lot of us who have outlets, a lot of us who are in media, we do post and we do use the media hashtag. Those hashtags are searchable, and you can find real people who are doing real things, real stories through those hashtags. So like I said, I would search media outlet, media, black media, media enterprise, whatever kind of media you want, I would go there. Whatever pops up, let's say you get an actual post and not the person's particular page, I would then search the page. From the page, I would then search maybe a post and see who's commenting, who's liking it. Are there people consistent about who's liking and commenting? Maybe those people are the ones who are controlling the stories that are coming out. But I would definitely do a hashtag search on media. I would do it on YouTube as well, because oftentimes when people are sharing media, they're sharing it across different platforms. And all these different platforms use hashtags when it comes to finding large quantities or large sources, or that one hub for all that information. They tend to use hashtags. So I would do the same thing on YouTube. I would hashtag media, media outlet, media hub, and see what stories come up on media, and or see what videos pop up. And from there, see where the channel leads you to. See who the channel creators are, who the admins are, and go from there to try to figure out exactly who it is that you're looking for. Other than that, I would also recommend searching other media pages. A lot of media people follow media people. So I would search those media pages, search their followers, see exactly what other media outlets they could be searching. And then also, what area do you want to be in, right? Where do you want your story to be read in? What city or what state do you want your story to go to? If you're doing something in the DMV, I would search DMV media, DMV outlets. If you're doing it in Atlanta, I would search Atlanta media, Atlanta outlets. Same thing goes for New York or whatever city and state that you're going to. I would use that in terms of knowing what to search and what areas to search when it comes to media. That was a great question. All right. So, what's also really important when it comes to understanding every outlet is not the same is it's also important to understand that when it comes to different media outlets, oftentimes in media we have different deadlines that we have to stick with, right? So let's say a really major event happens and that we go to, that we cover. A lot of times you might have 3 days to be able to turn this coverage back, or maybe 5 days, maybe 1 day, 24 hours. That means right after you do your coverage, you're literally writing your article, you're writing your column, you're doing your interview, doing your edits in that minute. So right after that, it's important to know that maybe that particular journalist or that particular media person may be working on a particular project at the moment. And so it's not bad to ask, hey, are you working on something? Because if they are, then they may need to let you know, hey, okay, give me 3 days, give me 5 days, I can get to your story. I just can't get to your story right now. So I feel like it's really, really, really important to know that remembering that their time is also valuable, remembering that this media people are also doing this possibly for free or probably for a very, very low cost. And so being demanding or being mean and being rude is just really not, it won't help in terms of getting your particular business or your particular story out to that media outlet. So now I'm getting ready to wrap up. The last thing I'm going to sit here and discuss with you guys before I wrap up is just as a person or as a business, also understanding that it's important to have a website. So I know that can be a little bit like, what does media and your website have to do? When it comes to media, we also like to research the stories that we cover, right? So let's say you reach out to me and you're having an event. I want to be able to research your event. I'm looking for an Eventbrite, seeing that the event is up. I'm looking for a website. I'm looking for an Instagram post, a Facebook post. I'm looking for something that's going to let me know that this event is a real event. We're having it. I want to see that you put some effort into it. The effort that you put into this event allows me to want to give you the same effort, because like I said to you guys before, being in media and doing media is really a passion-driven job. You don't get paid too much about it, and honestly, it's the person's passion and their love for your story and what you're doing is what's going to drive them to write about it, to do an interview about it, to come out and cover your event. And so being able to search this event, to see that there's a website, to see that there's an Instagram page, to see there's an Eventbrite, it shows the writer that, okay, this person really is passionate, they really put something into this, and they're really serious about this event or whatever it is they're doing, and that's going to make me more intrigued into wanting to be a part and write about or interview you for this event. And once again, for those who are recently joining y'all, hello, my name is Flo Essencee. I'm the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment, and I'm giving you all the gems on how to build those great relationships. So once you've done all your research, you got your hit list, you know who your target audience is, you've made your email, you're authentic in this email or in this DM, whatever way that you're using to reach out to this person, and you're confident that you understand this outlet, you understand that this outlet is different from the next, and you're literally pitching to them specifically and truly. I promise you, the next thing you'll need to do is literally start to support that outlet. Other things that they've written, or other articles, other interviews they've done, start to like them. There's a thing that a writer will notice, or an interviewer, or a person who's in the media will notice when you start to love their work, because you want to be a part of their I guess what is their dictionary or their arsenal of work and creative things. And so in order for them to be a part of it, they want to know that you genuinely love what they do. So start to like their things, start to love their things, start to support what they do, because once again, it's free. It's free, and it's important for them to know that you are also into their craft. We got a question again. All right. How can someone tap into the media business with no experience? That is an awesome question, Els. Very, very awesome question. How can they tap into media business with no experience? So when I got into the business, I had absolutely no experience, right? I went to school for sociology, and I just knew I liked to talk, right? And I never did an internship with radio or nothing like that. And so the first thing that I would tell anyone to do who wants to tap into this industry, who wants to tap into this business with no experience, is to be humble. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. The reason why I say be humble is because you have to be okay with understanding that you need a mentor, and you understand that you need to sow your seeds before you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. This is what I mean. When I first started, I knew nothing at all. I just hopped out there because I had a good spirit, I had a good heart, and I knew I was passionate about this. But I had no clue how to do this. And so what did I do? I found a mentor. I found someone who was just as hungry, just as passionate, who wanted to do what I was doing, and we teamed up. We teamed up together, and she was further along than me. She was writing for all kind of publications, and no, I didn't want to write, but I knew that I had something to help her with, and she had something that could help me with. I could be mentored by her, and I could learn everything that I needed to learn from the industry from her. So I found a mentor. I traveled, and let me tell you guys what else I did with this mentor, what people don't want to do. I spent my money on this mentor. I spent my money with this mentor. We traveled. We went to different events, different coverages, different places. I paid my own way. I paid my own flights. I paid my own food. I paid my own hotels. I paid my own admissions into these places. I did it because I was so hungry, and I knew that what I would get from this mentor was invaluable. I knew that there was no school that was going to teach me this. I was at a place where I wasn't going back to school anyway. I'd already got my undergrad degree. Master's what? I was done. I got my loans. I'm good. I wasn't doing it. And so the only way that I knew I was going to learn this was to get a mentor. So I'm telling you guys, the number one thing to do to tap into this industry is to be humble. Okay? The number two thing is to get a mentor. And the number three thing, get familiar with no. You are going to get no's. You're going to get a no. Why? Because it's going to happen. When it comes to these big top stories, when it comes to getting in the door, like, media is a very fast-paced thing, right? And once people build a relationship with you and know what you can do, and they have that connection with you, they can call you at a drop of a dime and be able to be like, you know what, boom, let me call Flo Essencee, let me call Go with the Flow, let me call this person because I know what they can deliver. But before you get there, you're going to get some no's because everyone needs that story to pop. And so in order for you to still get in the door when you're still getting those no's, is getting that mentor. That mentor is going to still get you in the door, show you the ropes, and show you how to get yourself in the door. That's how you do it. I'm telling you. And then after you do it, y'all, this is the fourth thing, because I didn't get to number 4. The fourth thing, after you tap in, you go to your mentor, you're humble, you sow your seeds, you pay it forward. You pay it forward. You have to. You have to pay it forward because that's where the blessing comes. If you don't pay it forward, and you just take everything that you get from being humble, from having a mentor, from sowing your seeds, paying on your money, you get to your success, those doors start opening, and you never pay it forward, and you never look back at anybody, you'll never be blessed for real. It'll never happen. It'll never work for you. People look and see, like, at my success, and they're like, how did it happen? How did you get there? And I think, like I told you guys, I didn't go to school. It was all because I never made sure that I left anybody behind. After I got where I needed to get, I looked behind and I pulled everyone up who could come with me. They came with me. They came with me. Y'all see this beautiful backdrop that I have right now? And I told y'all I would tell y'all, for those of y'all who stayed on to the end, I told y'all I would tell y'all exactly where this backdrop is from. So y'all still on here right now with me. So I'm going to tell y'all the secret. I appreciate y'all. This backdrop is from Onion Events LLC. All right? Onion Events LLC. They do every type of event, every type of backdrop, every type of whatever you need when it comes to baby showers, bridal showers, 30th birthday parties, weddings, what you need. Birthday party, they have it for you. This right here is not my doing. We had a photo shoot. It was amazing, and I knew I was coming on live today, so I was like, y'all, let me get this real quick. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Amazing business. Amazing. I'm going to show you guys a little rotation. Look. The weather outside is brightful. Look, okay? You can have this too. So anyway, back to my question, because y'all know I told y'all I like to plug in. This is what I do. I have so many gems, and I have so much more for you guys. If you guys stick on, I have more things, more places for you guys to go to get more services. Everything before I leave here, and it's not even a part of DC Now events. Now I just made it up and I'm going to do it. Before I leave, I'm going to give you guys 10 black business owners that I'm going to need you guys to go and support right now. And once you're done supporting them, I need y'all to reach out to me. My name is Flo Essencee. You reach out to me, and I promise you, I will ship you a special gift from me personally. No cap. 10 businesses. Y'all follow all 10 businesses. Y'all let me know y'all follow them. Hit me up on my IG. I promise y'all will get a special gift from me. All right, y'all. We got another question. Let me get into it. Remember, once again, y'all have questions, hit me up in the question mark icon down here. I'm loving it. We having a good time, y'all. All right, let me see what we got. All right. Can you comment your Instagram and website or email? Yep. Okay, can somebody help me? Because look, I got the iPad over here. Okay, how can we get in contact with you? And is there any new service or products you have coming out? Yep, I do. Look. All right, hold on. Flo Essencee. Oh, y'all, I was trying to be cute with the live. I got the whole set. Hold on, y'all. Flo Essencee, and it's with 2 E's. Make sure y'all reach out to me right there. All right, and then If y'all want to get in contact with me, literally, my IG, email, Flo Essencee. And I have a lot of great new things coming out right now. Nell, great question. So right now, I am working on producing a amazing docuseries. It's a 4-part docuseries of my entire wedding experience. So my fiance and I had a two weddings. We are Nigerian American, first generation millennials, and we had a royal Nigerian wedding. We celebrated our cultures in the highest light, and it's so much that goes into it, and we showed our culture in the best light that I believe. And so we documented this entire series. We had 20 bridesmaids and groomsmen, so you can imagine the type of ball we had. We had a lot of ups and downs, COVID related things that happened. As you can imagine, planning all this in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, we had venue changes. We had so many things that happened during this time that I'm so excited that for you guys to see. We had a dance coach. I mean, we had all kinds of things because we wanted to make sure we came out with the best. And so during this pandemic, what I've done is I use my business. I use what I know. And this is what I want you guys to do too. Normally, like I said, I'm in media, and normally I do interviews. And right now, I'm not able to do interviews like I normally do. Yeah, I can do them virtually, and that's cool. But to be quite honest, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I like the vibe in person. Like, I feed off of energy. I'm very energy driven, and so when I feel you and I can read you, that allows me to be able to really make a connection and build my stories. I don't write questions before I interview you. It's straight off my brain and what I feel. And so when I'm doing it virtually, I can't really, So what I did was, with my time, was I used my company. I used everything that we know, everything that we've learned, and we started to create docuseries, to the point now where we have other businesses and people who are reaching out to us, who are wanting us to now document their incredible whatever it is that they're doing. They want us to come out and document it. So it's so incredible. Y'all make sure y'all follow Amadi Coming Soon on IG, on YouTube. We're definitely going to have so many amazing things happening. Now, I told you guys I'm going to drop 10 amazing businesses. I dropped one so far. Can someone tell me what that one is? I'm going to tell y'all. Onion Events LLC. That's the first one that you got to follow. The second one that I want y'all to follow is this. I'm going to give y'all I'm going to give y'all a 3-for-1 deal. It's a 3-for-1 deal. A 3-for-1 deal. The next business I'm going to drop y'all is Liz Lenses Photography. All right. Now, the reason why I'm dropping Liz Lenses, like I told you guys, the importance of building your business and getting into media and being humble and paying it forward. Liz was one of my interns before, and now Liz is a business owner. She has a podcast. She's a photographer. She is doing her thing, and she is literally killing it in the DMV when it comes to photography. Y'all gotta go follow Liz Lenses Photography. If you want the special prize that I'm going to give you, you make sure you follow her. Pronto, pronto, pronto. The next one that I'm going to give you is my husband, Bakes Amadi. Right now, I need y'all to go follow Wele Amadi. He is a new realtor in the DMV. Black-owned Amadi Realties. I need you to follow my husband. If y'all like me and y'all love me and y'all want me to win, y'all go follow my husband. Holler at him if you need a new house, if you need a rental, anything that you need, you go follow him. Now, along the line, I got to keep it in the family. We got a couple of realtors, too. I got to keep it in the family. Katarina Idehan, my cousin. Her IG is Lola's Cat. She is a new realtor in the DMV. Working with Keller Williams. You got to make sure you holler at her. Katarina, can you write these names, Instagrams now? Okay. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can do it on my iPhone as I'm writing these names down. Let me see if I can make this work, y'all. Oh, you know what? I know how to do it. I'm going to sign on. Okay. I'm going to sign on the live. Put the volume down. All right. Here we go. I'm going to actually comment from Flo Essencee so you guys can actually see all the IG names you're supposed to be following. So the first one I said, what was it? Onion Events LLC. That's for all your events, decor, and planning needs. All right. The next one I said was Liz Les's Photography. That is for all your photography needs in the DMV. That is a full-time entrepreneur, someone who is available. I'm not going to shade nobody who's not a full-time entrepreneur, because I'm not. But I'm telling you, one thing that I love about a full-time entrepreneur is the ability to literally do what I need you to do at 2 o'clock p.m. and not at 6 o'clock p.m. So, because you off of work. So, I appreciate her. Holla at Liz Lunds if you need photography needs. All right, who's the next person I said? I said my husband. That is Bakes Amadi. His name on IG is Wele Amadi. Newest realtor in town. He's actually, honestly, right now, he just leased a couple of homes to people in the Germantown area. He's working all over the DMV, Prince George's County. Literally, people are still, I know it's a pandemic, but people still need homes. People still need places to go. Y'all make sure y'all holler at him. He's a licensed realtor in the state of Maryland. On the same tip, I told you I got to keep it in the family. My cousin, Katarina Dehen, she is also a licensed realtor in the DMV. Y'all make sure y'all holler at her. And I'm writing down her IG right now in the chat. All right. So how many we got now? I like to keep my word. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 black businesses I just named. So I got to name y'all 6 more. 6 more before I go. All right. It's real easy. The next one I'm going to name to you guys is, always got support, my best friend, Courtney, Froetry. Natural hair care needs for all that you need. Black-owned business. She's been out for about 4 years, been doing her thing. And literally, I use the oil in my hair, on my edges, you name it. I didn't put nothing on the edges today because I'm doing my natural thing. Because why? My edges don't always need to curl, you know what I'm saying? So, we doing the natural today. But Froetry, that is who you can holler at. She is amazing. Froetry. Okay. I'm supposed to be typing it. All your needs for your hair care. It's unisex too, not just my ladies, my men too. My husband has actually used the butter as well in his hair as well. Natural. Where we at? Natural hair care needs. Boom. All right, so that's 5. So we 5 and 5. All right. The next business I'm going to name to you guys is, gotta always support from the home team, XOA Lifestyle. That is a black-owned streetwear. They just opened up 3 stores in the DMV during the pandemic, which is amazing. So you gotta support. Gotta support. We got a location in Pentagon. We have another location in downtown Silver Spring. And the last location is in Atlanta. Holla at them. Awesome business. With physical locations. Black owned streetwear with physical. Remember, once you follow all these businesses, you hit me up on Flo Essencee and you let me know you follow these businesses so I can send you this special prize. The next one I want you to follow is 30 or more candles. All right, I might butcher this one. I hope I don't. And if I do, just hit me up. Holla at them. They are a black-owned business, hand-making candles. Literally, they are so cool. Like candles that say like "Pop Don't Stop" or like all kinds of cute things for your mom, for your different holidays. They can even personalize things for you as well. So definitely make sure you holler at them. They're great for gifts when it comes to Christmas. Obviously, Christmas is right now. But when it comes to birthdays, those little holidays when you're like, oh, what do I get someone? Candles. Who don't want your house smelling good? Holler at them. How many is that now, y'all? Is that 7? Or is that 6 businesses? I can't keep up. 1. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So we got 3 more I got to shout out. 3 more if we got to get the prize. All right. There is a business I want to shout out, but I can't even remember the actual name right now. It's a new business, and I really want to support her very much so. I can't figure it out, so don't worry about it, y'all. I'm going to give y'all another business. Another business is Wine About It. Black-owned blogger, but she's also is a lover of wine. She recently had a baby, and so oftentimes when we have life events, things change and we can't really keep up with the things that we once wanted to. But I know she's trying to start to get out there, and so what other way how we can support her, which is to go on her page, follow her, and let her know, sis, you got it. We right here with you. So Wine About is another one. All things about wine. For my mommies, this will be a good one for you as well. To just, listen in on, chime in, and just be a part of the conversation with her. Her name is Cece. So that's 8. So now I have 2 more businesses I gotta shout out. Who will be lucky 2? Lucky 2. Alright, I got one. I'm gonna shout out. I don't even know her business name, but I gotta shout her out. So her name is Lynn. Her name is Lynn. Lynn is a creative. She creates all kinds of things. So when I was getting married, I did a lot of personalization for my gifts. My husband and I both did a lot for our groomsmen and bridesmaids, and so when we were, had to do all those things, and during COVID, shipping was ridiculous. Getting things here was ridiculous. And unfortunately, you can plan all day. Things are going to happen at the last minute. And so this was one of them. I called Lynn, and she met up with me. She came to my house. We met up at different places. She personalized hangers, garment bags, literally anything that you think of, she can do it. Even, unfortunately, she personalized other things that, I'm sorry, y'all, I was going to say something, I don't even want to go there, I'm sorry. But she personalized things for my birthday, she personalized things, all sorts of things, that she has really, 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 really beautiful handwriting. So any kind of special event that you're having, she can definitely do that for you. And I'm going to add her business in here. Alright, her name is Lynn, so just holler at her, let her know that, you want some of that goods. And then the last business, number 10, to end out the shout out. The last business that I'm going to shout out is you got to be good. Who's the last business? Who's the last business? Dang, I really want to shout out the other one. Alright, the last business that I'm going to shout out, guys, is going to be, honestly, my wedding planners. They're so dope. They're Black owned, and they have done amazing things for my wedding, my husband's wedding. They've supported us throughout the wedding, even after. We have literally built like a family. Shout out to Real Fairy Tale Weddings. I'm going to shout them out last because they really made my fairy tale wedding come true. So if any wedding needs, any wedding questions that you have, if you're looking to have a wedding next year, 2022, 2023, I would definitely suggest hitting them up. They're good at what they do. They will work with your budget. Whatever you tell them that it is that you're looking to spend, whatever dreams you have that you want to do, let them know, and they will help you to make it come to life. I know that was impromptu for me to shout out businesses, but that's what I'm about. I'm always about supporting businesses. When I created Go With The Flow, that's exactly what I created for. It was to support businesses, to give them a platform, to be able to speak, to give them the voice and the shine that I believe that they deserved. And so, why not? So, if you guys go ahead and follow all those 10 businesses or people that I just named, send me a DM. Send me an email at floessence@gmail.com. Send me a DM. Let me know, Flo, I supported these businesses. I followed them. I liked them. I did something. And I promise you, I will personally mail you a special gift from me to you for this holiday season. And I promise you won't regret it. So please support these businesses. I thank you guys so much for joining. I guess they didn't really tell me my time is up just yet. Normally, you're supposed to get like a little thingy when your time is up. So I don't know if you guys have any other questions. Please submit your questions in that little question box. Once again, my name is Flo Essencee. I'm the CEO of Go With The Flow Entertainment, which is a media and production company which is catered towards uncovering the hidden truth behind your success. I had an amazing time. DC Now events, thank you so much. I'm so proud of all that you guys are doing. There we go, it's up. Right, I'll wait for that. All right, so my time is up, y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Love y'all. Be safe and have a happy holiday. Until next time. Oh man, how you end it? Oh yeah.